What's up, athletes? This is Dr. Jason Barker with the Natural Athletes Clinic, and today we're going to talk about growth hormone. Very, very important hormone in our bodies. We make a lot of it when we're young to help us grow into adults, and when we become adults, it's more scarce. So it does three main things that are really important, and one is it helps keep your metabolism efficient so that you can burn energy instead of storing it as fat. It also is important for body composition. Again, maintaining the balance between fat and muscle tissue. We lose muscle as we age and we gain fat more readily that way. And then of course tissue repair, that's a big one as we age, because if you get injured or you get sick, having adequate amounts of growth hormone is going to help you heal so you can stay in the game. Okay, so what are some ways that we can maintain and support our own growth hormone production as we age? Because, by the way, we lose about 50% of that growth hormone every 7 years, so it declines pretty rapidly throughout adulthood. So the first thing you can do is get rid of belly fat. Okay, if you have belly fat around here, that's a sign and a symptom of inefficient metabolism, and it actually blocks the release of growth hormone. So working on getting rid of that belly fat and of course excess fat overall, you're going to have a lot more success producing your own natural growth hormone in your body. Now, the second thing that's really important is avoiding sugar. So this goes along with losing the belly fat, but sugar is the enemy of growth hormone. When we eat sugar, we release the hormone insulin. Insulin is a storage hormone and also absolutely cuts off and blunts that release of growth hormone. So if you're eating a lot of sugar or a high glycemic diet, foods that turn into sugar more rapidly, breads, pastas, bagels, cookies, crackers, white rice, stuff like that, you're really going to short circuit how much growth hormone you produce. So now, I'm not saying you can't ever have anything sweet or never have like an energy bar while you're training. This is over the long term. A higher glycemic diet, high sugar diet is going to blunt that growth hormone production. Okay, so a supplement you can use is one is called arginine, which is an amino acid. So arginine is great at releasing hormone or growth hormone while we're sleeping. So, and speaking of sleep, most of our growth hormone is actually released while we're sleeping, most of it also being before midnight. So I've spoken about this before. The golden hours of sleep are between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. If you're going to bed at midnight or later, you're really missing out on a great opportunity to make that growth hormone. So again, if your sleep is poor or you have insomnia, again, you're not going to be able to make as much growth hormone. So luckily though, there's a couple of other things we can use to help you sleep better and help produce that growth hormone. And one of those is GABA, which is gamma aminobutyric acid. And that's actually a naturally occurring inhibitory neurotransmitter in your brain, and you can take it as a supplement. And of course it helps relax you so that you can fall asleep, and then the studies have shown that it'll actually boost that growth hormone production while you're sleeping. Okay, another one you can use is melatonin. Good old melatonin's been around for forever. It's a great sleep aid for most of us. Also, we've also seen studies that when we take melatonin at bedtime, it'll help release that growth hormone. So you're seeing a pattern here. Things that help you sleep also help produce that growth hormone at night. So that's pretty cool. Now, of course, the most important thing you can do to maintain your growth hormone production as you age is getting exercise. Okay, so all exercise, it helps boost growth hormone production, but the best one is high intensity interval training. When we exercise closer to our lactate threshold, that's actually when we make the most growth hormone. So think about incorporating some kind of high intensity interval training in your workout regimen to get the most effects of, or have the best effect on producing your own growth hormone. Now, the last supplement that you can use is one called ornithine. That's an amino acid. Also, studies show taken at bedtime helps raise that growth hormone. And of course, we have growth hormone support, which is a combination of that ornithine and arginine. You can take those at once. You take those together. You can take it with a melatonin. You'll have very, very sweet dreams. You'll also be rocking the growth hormone at night while you're sleeping, getting a lot of work done. So pretty cool. So I hope all of these help you guys out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe. And of course, please share this video with any of your endurance buddies, especially masters athletes. We need that growth hormone, again, because remember, you need it for tissue repair, you need it for body composition, and you need it for healthy metabolism. Thanks for watching, guys.